Let's talk. We'll start with you, Katie. When did you first discover Taylor Swift? The first album?
Kind of the first album. I had friends, I vividly remember this, in the 3rd grade, who were obsessing over Our Song, which is one of her songs on her debut album, and I hadn't heard it before, and so they got me into that, and then I really was on board when Fearless came out, so 2008.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the TomCast. This is the Tominator. My boy Drew Ryan is here. The lovely Morgan. This is a special episode that I've been teasing about for weeks. Before we get into that, introduce our special guest. I do have a couple shout-outs today. Boston Celtics last night won their 18th NBA title, the most of all time. Shout out to the Celtics. Tomorrow, we're taping today. It's June 18th. Tomorrow's June 19th, Juneteenth. End of slavery, 1865 in Galveston, Texas. So shout out for Juneteenth, a federal holiday tomorrow, so everybody could go drink.
Does that mean I'm off work?
That's it. I'll be there too. We'll be working. Little legal update. Justin Timberlake, DUI this morning in Sag Harbor, New York, which is a really rich summer spot, the elite go to. I don't understand. I love Justin Timberlake, but come on, man, Uberize. I want to trademark that word, Uberize. By the way, Morgan.
Uberize?
Yeah, I think like a verb.
U-B-E-R-I-Z-E?
One who Ubers, Uberizes. Do you think they can make money off that?
Let's do it. I've never heard anyone say that.
But we'll see what happens. That's a breaking story. I just don't understand. The guy could have 10 drivers and 20 Ubers and. You know, but hey, hopefully if Justin needs a lawyer, I'm offering my services at no charge. Tominatorlaw.com. Google that.
Wait for the video to come out. This will be interesting.
All right, so anyway, enough of that. We got a lot to cover today. Our Taylor Swift tribute episode. Taylor Swift is like, I mean, Elvis was in the 50s and 60s, the Beatles. But there's nothing like this. I mean, it's insanity. We're like, you know, billions of dollars, $2,000 a ticket, the top 10 records on the charts at the same time, taking over the NFL. Like, you know, people are watching NFL just to see Taylor. Even I heard the NFL is adjusting their schedule this year. So, like, to get Taylor to go to more games. Like, if she's got, like, a concert somewhere, they'll have Travis's team having the week off.
Well, probably because it helps with their viewers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I hope they don't
crazy.
break up. Man, the schedule's going to get screwed up.
They will not be breaking up.
Ratings will plummet.
We're going to be talking about that at the end of the show, our predictions for the future for Taylor. So we're jumping ahead a little bit there. But at this point, I want to introduce Morgan. You have the honor of introducing our lovely panel of experts.
All right, these are the Taylor experts right here. We got Katie and we got Aria.
Ladies, welcome to the TomCast. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
We'll be talking about your compensation after the show.
It's going to be Taylor Swift in Paris. We're all going.
It sure he does. Maybe maybe Miami could work.
Yes, that would work.
All right. I just want to just briefly tell us a little bit about yourselves. Katie, where'd you grow up?
So I was born and raised in Sarasota, and I went to Riverview High School, go Rams.
Riverview Rams, I know it.
And then went to school in Louisville, and now I'm back working in Sarasota. So.
You ever go to the Kentucky Derby?
Oh, I have been to the Kentucky Derby. Wore a very big hat.
Did you drink meat juleps?
I did not do that. No, I had to be sober for that event. But
you wore the hats?
Yes.
So you were a Cardinal?
Yes.
Louisville Cardinals?
Louisville Cardinal.
I have a good friend who's an attorney in Louisville, Rick Hessig. Well, undergrad and law school, Louisville. So shout out to Hessig Law if you need an injury attorney in Louisville. My man Rick called me yesterday. All right, welcome to TomCast, Katie. Good to have you. And I met Katie once before, and the thing that struck me most about her is her Stan Smith Adidas sneakers. You have no idea who Stan Smith is, I bet. He was number one in the world in like 1971 and 2.
I don't know what the guy
Big tennis guy.
Those sneakers were like, me and my buddies, like we wore them all the time back in the day. I'm a Adidas guy. I got my Adidas on right now.
So
I got them on too. I got my white and green pair on
I got my
today.
superstars.
Yep.
Wow, I can't believe you kicked your leg up that high.
Chris, I'm flexible.
Damn, Tom's flexible.
All right, Katie, well, welcome.
Thank
Aria, did you
Aria.
grow up in Sarasota? Aria, are your parents name you after a casino hotel in Vegas?
I think it was an opera commercial, but
Well, it is.
same thing.
That's Italian. I'm Italian, as you could probably guess. Opera.
Yes.
Did you grow up in Sarasota also?
I did not. So I grew up I say Chicago, but I grew up in the south suburbs of Illinois. Then I lived in the city, and then I moved here about 2.5 years ago. Almost 3 years.
You love Sarasota?
I do, yeah. I could never go back to the cold weather, ever.
No way.
And I kind of got over my fear of the ocean recently.
But now the
Recently.
sharks
But now
are
the
there.
sharks
Yeah,
are
the
back,
sharks
so
are
I
there.
don't
It's
know.
like scary. Like you go
Go.
2 feet out, there's sharks. Oh, I don't want to do nothing to mess with our tourism industry here. Don't worry about sharks.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cool.
What?
It's safe. Completely safe.
What do you do, Aria?
I work at a bank right now, but yeah, that's about it. And then I just obsess over
I didn't ask Katie that. What do you do, Katie?
So I work for Postgame. We're a sports marketing agency that connects brands with athletes to do NIL deals.
For those who don't know, I talked about it briefly like several weeks ago. NIL stands for name, image, and likeness. It used to be illegal for amateur athletes to get money. A few years ago, they changed it. It's grown like crazy. Like, I think you're in the right. I went to a seminar about it where an attorney from L.A. was trying to recruit other lawyers to hook up with them because we need lawyers for this stuff. But these kids are signing up like crazy, and they're making way more money in some of them than they make playing.
Right.
Like Caitlin Clark makes way more money from NIL, right, than she does playing.
Correct, yes. But a lot of her deals transferred over with her into the WNBA, so then she ends up still making a ton of money. So.
Tominator 1 may have to expand into that. Morgan, research that.
All right, I'm on it.
All right, so now what we're here about today is the phenomena known as Taylor Allison Swift with one L in the middle name.
That's weird.
Tom's on top of it.
Yeah, he is. He's got it.
Let's talk. We'll start with you, Katie. When did you first discover Taylor Swift? The first album?
Kind of the first album. I had friends, I vividly remember this, in the 3rd grade, who were obsessing over Our Song, which is one of her songs on her debut album, and I hadn't heard it before, and so they got me into that, and then I really was on board when Fearless came out, so 2008.
How about you, Aria?
I actually my grandpa used to take me to country concerts. She opened up for Rascal Flatts in 2006. And he was like, this young...
What were you, like 3?
I was 11 or 12. I look young, okay, but I'm an old Swiftie over here. No, so I saw her open up for Rascal Flatts, but I didn't know who she was. My grandpa was like, this cute little blonde country singer, you'll love her, let's go. And then after I saw her, she, I think, kind of started getting a little more attention. Like, Our Song came out, those things, Tim McGraw, and then, so a long time ago. And then Fearless, too, I think, for me, is when I really liked.
Was MySpace at that time when, that she
Yeah.
started launching
She
on
started
that
on
era?
MySpace.
Yeah, it was, oh my God.
She was big on Tumblr,
Right.
too.
Tumblr,
Tumblr
yes.
was huge for her and her fans.
I know her
Swifties.
early influences were, well, now they're called the Chicks because it's politically correct. It used to be Dixie
right.
Chicks.
Why'd they do
Shania.
Shania
We
Twain.
We had my Shania tribute a couple weeks ago. I don't know what was that.
Wait, why did they take out the Dixie?
that? Yeah.
Because it's considered like some people think that's like racist.
Dixie?
Yeah, because it's like Confederacy connotation of the Civil War.
Different times.
Okay,
Well, I've never
got
heard
it.
Leanne Rimes. Do you guys remember Leanne Rimes?
I do.
Yes.
I
she
can't
was-
think of her song, but I remember her.
Blue was her big song. She had a song called Blue. And
Sing
then
it.
She also did.
Let's hear it.
I mean, we don't know what you're talking about.
She's a really good singer. I liked Leanne back in the day. She started really young too. I think she was like 13.
Wow.
Patsy Cline, who's been dead for many years, was a legendary country singer. Was a big influence of Taylor. Dolly Parton, of course.
Dolly.
Isn't that Miley Cyrus's, godmom or something?
Yeah, godmother.
Yeah.
Yes. Dolly's the best.
What's the first Taylor album that first of all, I have to preface, did you guys ever buy CDs or when you were little? Because now there's not even record stores. It used to be a big deal when I was a kid. You'd go there on Saturday and spend hours going through the stuff. Now no one goes to the store to buy music, right?
I feel like, I don't know, because, trends come back. People are using record players again.
Yeah.
Like, my 17-year-old sister has one, and she buys vinyls now of, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift.
Some people think it sounds better. I mean,
I don't know. I don't have a record player, but
Well,
I think
yeah.
it's cool.
It's like an antique.
Yeah. It's cool to have. But yeah, I bought the CDs, back when you had a CD player in the car. And then
I think that's when that kind of started trailing
I
down.
think I stopped
Spotify.
buying. No, actually, I think I did get Reputation as a physical CD. I think after that, I haven't bought an actual one. I just listened to it.
Yeah.
I know some people, like, I have a friend, his daughter is just like a year out of college, and she's got like every CD. Like, she wants to have the collection, even though,
That's cool.
I think someday it could be worth something if you don't open them too.
Yeah.
Right.
I just remember like sitting in the car as a kid and pulling out the little lyric book and just like sitting in the passenger seat reading the lyrics. And I'm like 10.
And they'd have extra photos in there
Yes.
too of the artist.
And she used to do the Easter eggs in there. She would capitalize certain letters to tell you what the songs were
Those
about.
are like the eggs she puts in her videos now, right?
And like
Yes,
everything she does.
everywhere.
Yes. That's cool.
So what's your favorite Taylor album?
You can't pick one. I was thinking about this and I was like, nope. You cannot pick.
I tried to make a
single
top
one.
5, but it changes. Unpopular opinion, I loved Reputation. I loved that era for her. I know people are like,
Is that the snake one?
yes.
Yes.
I love snakes too, so. But like OG, like Fearless, Speak Now, I can't pick one.
Right. I love Folklore and Evermore. Those came out during COVID.
See, I didn't like them at first.
Oh,
Now I
really?
like them.
Grew
Yeah.
on
Okay,
Yeah, it grew
yeah.
on
They're
me.
very slow, kind of, some of them are sad songs. I
Yeah.
think I usually recommend some of those songs to people when they're first trying to listen to Taylor Swift.
Yes,
If you're not
definitely.
into her poppy stuff.
I remember when she first got big, I had this guy working for me as like an investigator. He was a retired cop. So the guy was like 50-something. And he was into it. And I'm like, what? Like the girl, like that's like a little girl. And then so like he's like,
You're not going to say it like that.
but I mean, I don't mean sexually. I mean, he liked
I
the
know.
music. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The guilty
Yeah.
pleasure
That's
pop
good.
music.
like, and then he got me into it.
Wait, I have a quick question for you guys. So what do you consider Taylor Swift's music? Is she pop or is she country?
She's not country.
It's not country.
Was she ever country?
Yes.
She started in country.
Yes.
So you
Started
counted
country.
her beginning
Speak
days.
Now is, I think, the last of that little countryness. And then 1989 was her pop album.
All right.
Right.
And then after, Folklore and Evermore, that's not country. That's like,
Yeah.
even know.
Red, she started to shift out of like the country phase,
Yeah.
and then 1989 was like rebranding, doing pop.
Yeah, because I know there was always a lot of drama with certain country songs. They would be like, that's not a country song. You need to put it on the pop station. So
she switched over.
Yep.
I think she's still the youngest Grammy winner of an album. Do you guys know that? I mean, I think she still is.
Didn't she just win her 13th,
14th.
14th
Grammy.
or like something album, right?
She has 14 Grammys now. I don't know what number the latest album of the year was, but yeah, she's
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
So have you guys been to Taylor concerts?
Oh, yes.
Like how many times?
I've been to 3. So I went to 1989 in Tampa. I went to Reputation in Louisville, and then I went to the Eras Tour in Tampa.
I went to Tiger Stadium in LSU.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When was that?
Which tour was it?
I think it was 1989.
It's a fun one.
Pop one?
Yeah.
Well, I saw
I
her
was
open
sold
for
out, of
Rascal
course,
Flatts.
Yeah.
And then I saw Fearless and Speak Now at Allstate Arena in Chicago. And then 1989 Soldier Field, Reputation, Soldier Field, and Indy. And then the Eras in Tampa.
So you guys still paying for
Oh,
the
and
tickets?
Red. I went to the Red tour too.
Yeah,
Not
what were the tickets like
necessarily.
back in the day
Right.
Like-
compared to now? Have you seen like a big, obviously,
Oh, yeah.
escalation and that kind of stuff?
I would wait. I wouldn't do the whole Ticketmaster thing even then because I'd be like, I could just buy them, And for 1989, I bought the tickets the day before. They were maybe $200 a piece with the fees, and I was in section 100, right up. It was right there. Now, if you want that, it's $4,000.
I got a buddy who lives in Wisconsin, and he has a daughter. I think she's 13, and he bought her tickets from Miami in October, and he just went on and paid face value, and he got floor seats, and he said I think he got offered $8,000 for the 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
Believe that.
he promised his daughter that she'd go. He's like, I'll take you, but I'm selling these seats and getting you other ones. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
make
Oh
her
my
number.
God. People are doing that.
And he could still buy floor seats after,
Right.
It's crazy. I mean, the way it is now, and that's for all art. It's not just her.
Is it like that for
hers
Beyonce?
is definitely more But
Still
like
a big-
everyone has that issue. Like even Morgan Wallen, like nosebleeds were like going for like $500 at one point. They've lowered because he's not Taylor Swift.
It's like a big Ticketmaster issue. Like it's,
Yeah.
I think with all of the artists
Hers
right
are
now.
obviously crazy because a lot of people think this is it. Like she's probably not going to go on tour for a long time.
Why do you think
What
that
is
she's
this,
gonna
the
be
Eros
pregnant?
thing
Well, she'll
happening
probably
right now?
take
It's
a
like
year
her greatest
off, I would
hits.
think.
Yeah,
hope
it's
to
all her
have her.
eras.
This
I feel
tour's
like
been going on for like a year and a half. Something like that, right?
yeah.
We
Did
just,
she just announce
150 shows total when she
It's
got
gotta
to
be like
Vancouver.
so.
just hit a little over
I can't
100.
even imagine
Amazing.
like how wiped out she's got to be, like doing that every night. Like Mick Jagger,
It's
is
a
80 doing this.
3 hour and like 11-minute show. It's long.
My
No
wish
breaks.
is that she comes out with another documentary that's like, this was the behind the scenes of like how
Yes.
I was athletic enough to do this. That's like my hopes and
That'd be
dreams. I
cool.
hope that
And
comes
like about
out.
the dancers too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just following them along. Because I mean, been a huge
It's crazy.
show.
How
Yeah.
old is she?
Crazy.
She's 34.
December 13th, 1989.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
Born
Yeah.
in West Reading, Pennsylvania, grew up in Wyomissing. And a town Wyomissing, I know, I'm very connected to Pennsylvania, even though I grew up in Jersey, business and personal relationships to Pennsylvania. But Wyomissing is home to a company called Penn Entertainment. Used to be Penn National Gaming. It's a racetrack casino company, and Tominator was on their stock for many years. That paid for a lot of cars and a lot of women. Well, not everything like that. Ooh.
We don't do that.
I am like that. But so
Lots of dinner dates.
I got a lot of dates. So I have a connection to the Wyomissing, Pennsylvania, and there's also a department store that's big in Pennsylvania, which Taylor, I'm sure, went to when she was a kid, called Boscoff's, and that's where their home. It's a family department store. There's like 50 stores, and mostly in Pennsylvania, but some in Jersey and Delaware, Maryland, and that's where their headquarters is too. So I know that area very well, and every week I do a shout out to my drink, and it's Wawa. This week and this is the second time I did Wawa, because Wawa is a city in Pennsylvania right near where Taylor grew up. There's like several Wawas in the town that she grew up. So I'm sure Taylor, and just so you know, Taylor, I'm sure Travis don't know anything about Wawa.
Yeah, drop Travis
No,
Kelce.
no, 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 no.
With the Tominator.
I do invites, like Shania Twain got an invite, Selena Gomez got my first invite. So if Taylor wants to come to Sarasota, she'll get airfare, hotel, Hooters, and drink.
Her first
think
podcast appearance.
Yes.
is Tom
Yeah.
Hanks.
That's
Never-
great.
I don't think
Deal.
she's been on Howard Stern. Like, he talks about that. Like, you know, he gets the big time celebrities.
She won't,
and,
yeah.
like, she won't. And, like, I don't know if she's
Too
afraid it's going to
risque.
be
Maybe
too
later.
raunchy or something. But he'll be different with celebrities. Like, he's raunchy with, like, his staff. But when, like, Jennifer Aniston comes on, he's very clean. And it's
Well, she also doesn't have to answer a question he
yeah,
asked. She can just say, I
But I
plead
mean,
the fifth.
I don't know if she just doesn't want to do that or she's afraid of Howard Stern. But, you know, she'll have fun on the TomCast.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
she
I would like her to go on the Kelce Brothers podcast.
Yes, new
Yeah,
heights,
those
I
guys
think
rock.
could be her
think she'll do
first
it.
Yeah,
podcast
yeah, they do. They
appearance.
do a really good job.
I like Travis, but he is a competitive podcast, so, you know.
Oh my gosh.
So
Sorry.
I read that she was named after James Taylor.
That's correct.
Musician
That is
James
correct.
Taylor.
James
Yes.
Do you guys even know who James Taylor is? Can you name one song?
He's a
I've
musician.
seen
I know who
fire
he
and
is.
I've seen rain.
Early
Oh,
70s, he
I'll
was.
get a
He was
sample.
big in the 70s
right.
and 80s, and he's a rock and roll Hall of Fame, you know, worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And when I was like in high school, he was the thing, you know.
Yes, he's.
She talks about
70s.
James
He
Taylor
He was married to
records.
Carly.
Yes.
And her
And he
songs.
was married to Carly Simon. They're divorced now, and Taylor did "You're So Vain" with Carly Simon at one of her shows.
That's
right.
awesome. Yeah.
So there is that connection there. All right, we need to talk about the merch. Like when you guys go, do you buy like tons of stuff?
The lines are insane at the concert.
Especially
So-
this tour.
Yes.
This tour is
Overcharged
crazy.
there too, right?
Right, and it's all sold online. I kind of wait till it gets gifted to me.
Where'd you get
I
this?
make a lot of my stuff. Well,
you make
technically, my brother. My brother made that. This is actually
Really?
this is a Lululemon shirt with
Oh,
Taylor
look at
slapped on.
that.
I don't know. I don't know if that's legal, Tom.
I was just going to talk about you. That's
Just
a copyright
kidding.
infringement.
I literally
I-
thought
I
this
didn't
was
hear you
like
say that,
on the
Katie.
menu.
Is that like
That's
Etsy
so
though?
cool.
He like got this printed. I don't know.
He
yeah.
made that too?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna have
She's a true
FBI
fan.
agents here in
No,
about
people do that on
15
Etsy.
minutes.
Yeah.
It was a good run, Tom. It was a good run.
She's
We're
online
kidding,
selling.
we're kidding, but that's big.
It is.
If you were
Criminal,
online selling.
not that I know what
Right.
criminals do, but like they counterfeit that stuff. So
Yes.
out of,
No, yeah,
out of
it's
trunks of
huge, yeah.
cars.
That's so cool.
I know that. Well, the other sweatshirt I brought, I did get at the tour, but it was at the end of the night. Like it was still open, which I did not think it was going to be open, and there was like no one around, and I was like, I have to buy one. I'm here, so I did buy it. It was $65 for that quarter zip, but I love it. I wear it all the time. And then this one, I think this one was like $35. I got this one. Spotify was like, buy this sweatshirt,
You're like, done.
special for you, and I was like, okay.
I know people that have gone, they get there like when the gates open,
Yeah.
just so they can get the merch. Even if it's 4 hours until she comes out.
They open the merch like trucks like
Outside.
a day before now.
Outside of the stadium.
Yeah, outside of the
People
stadium, you
line
can
up.
go before people line. I don't know. That's a little. I can just order it online. I don't need it that bad.
So now does all that money go to her?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's
unless they're
all-
reselling it, which
Right,
some people
right.
started doing that. But now there's so many dates.
They
that,
buy
like-
stuff and they sell it on eBay.
How much money is she
which is
worth?
ridiculous because you can just.
1.3
They're saying $1.3 billion.
Which is
estimated.
wild because her lucky number is 13. Like
Yes,
she.
that is.
How?
She's
She's born on the
How did
13th.
she do that?
That was on my notes.
Well, then she better not get any richer. Then it won't
It's
work.
true. We're gonna have to start spending some wedding money or
know.
something.
What's
Yeah.
amazing about that is, I mean, there are other billionaires like, Jay-Z, Paul McCartney, but her age, she's 34 years old. Like, I mean, it'll be interesting to see, like, Mick Jagger's 80, still out there cranking it out. If Taylor elects to, we'll talk about that at the end, but I mean, it's who knows what she could ultimately be worth. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, she could be one of the richest person in the country at one point, the way it's going.
Well, I also think it's like, and not to discredit, like, Rihanna, I know it was like 1.4 or something. I just saw this on TikTok, actually, comparing who's the billionaires or whatever. But she has like other brands. Like she has a makeup brand. Like Taylor did it all music.
No, that's correct. Like even like Bono, U2, he invested in Facebook like early.
Yeah.
So he obviously made a fortune in music, but hers is all music. Like if she started all these like clothing lines and makeup lines, I mean, she could.
She's busy.
and people would buy it.
People would
She
buy
She
it
doesn't
in a
have time to do
heartbeat.
that.
No,
Like
she-
Selena made a lot of
Long
money
shows.
off her other stuff.
Yeah.
right.
I also love, like, did you see, like, the bonuses she gave everybody? And she takes care of her people.
We
And
talked
she
about
does
that.
a lot of charitable
Yes.
things for people.
The food banks
that don't
every
get
stop.
mentioned enough. I think I will
She
say
just
that,
donated
yeah.
to a city that she was at too. I thought I saw
Yeah.
that somewhere. So,
Edinburgh, right?
Yeah.
Scotland.
So you got to
Yeah.
tip your cap to that kind of stuff.
We talked about that, like at one of my first episodes. Like she seems like a good. You wonder how celebrities are in real life. And I've been around a few celebrities when I was younger. Like some were nicer than the regular person, like and some were just jerks. But she seems truly like a nice person. Like if you hung out, be, laughing and having fun, and like you see her at the Chiefs games cleaning up the beer
Yeah.
cans and
Right.
stuff. Like I'm like, wow.
She was raised right, and she didn't lose that, She stays humble as much as she can.
Yeah.
right.
Good for her, though.
So who's your favorite member of the squad? Selena?
Another tough question. I consider
Selena.
Travis. I consider Travis part of the squad.
No, he's
'cause
not.
there's an-
No,
you mean
squad
the
is
name,
women
right?
only.
The OG squad?
Yes.
I
Now
don't-
there's two of them now, right?
I would say current squad.
Blake Lively.
Who's the current squad listed?
Well, no, now
Gigi-
they got the
but I
new
like Gigi
squad is
Hadid.
with Lena
Gigi
Dunham and
Hadid
that.
was give me mine.
The first squad is Selena,
like Carly
Blake
Kloss.
Lively.
Carly Kloss.
I love Blake Lively.
I know. I love Blake
She's
Lively.
so great.
And her and Ryan Reynolds,
Gossip
like, really
Girl.
support her.
Yeah.
And you know what's weird is like she's friends with her ex-boyfriend's ex-wife,
Yes.
like Sophie
Oh, Joe
Turner.
Jonas.
Joe Jonas is like
Yes.
who you know,
Well,
like,
and Taylor Lautner and Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
she's still friends
Both
with
Taylor
Lautner.
Lautner and Taylor Lautner, who are now
Taylor.
married.
You ever see that movie
The Taylor
Valentine's Day?
Lautners.
They play
Yes,
boyfriend girlfriend
yes,
in them.
I love that
It's kind of a lame
movie.
movie, but
Yeah.
I watched it.
I
I'm
love
trying to think
movies
why
like
I
that.
watched that. There was somebody in there that I was hot. That I
Taylor
probably
Swift?
liked.
No.
Well, yeah.
You think
but-
everyone's hot?
Do you think Taylor
think
Swift
Jennifer
could
Aniston
ever
was in that.
transfer into the movies and after her singing career, or where do you see Taylor Swift going after this musical?
Well,
thing?
it sounds like I wrote a script. It's funny you asked that for me and Taylor Swift.
It's got you and you and Selena Gomez.
And there's a
Well,
love
that's a
making
different movie.
scene.
I don't think she would. I don't think so. I think she would maybe do like appearances.
Has she
but-
done
There's
an
big,
appearance?
there's big rumors swirling that
That
she was
she's
in
making
Deadpool
a movie, right? Yeah,
Right,
there's that.
there you go.
as the Dazzler in Deadpool.
I could see her
which
like
would be
directing.
huge. Yes.
I
don't
can't
know if
believe you
she'd
know
be
who the
in it.
Dazzler is, but that's another story. Like an 80s, nobody comic book hero that I didn't.
Well, once they say Taylor Swift is going to be her,
Then you
I'm
know
like,
you
I
know
know
about
exactly
it.
who
Well,
that
because
is.
they had
bought
the
all the
friendship
comics.
bracelets
Yes,
on the.
on the
Hey, we got
promo.
friendship bracelets right now.
Katie made that.
Check that. Mine says TomCast on it. Oh, wow.
Mine says
Very
on
nice.
a roof.
Mine has my phone number.
Oh,
Look
all
at good
right.
numbers. I see
Katie's
that.
open for business.
All right. Going
Hey,
nationwide.
it works for Travis,
Yeah, I
right?
work for Travis.
That's true. Oh my God.
All right, now we got to move into the Taylor Swift lightning round.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, we're
Let's
already
see
Aria's
how much
gonna
you
kill
know.
me.
Well, one I already gave away. When was
Yeah, I
Taylor
think you
born?
gave some of those.
Yeah,
When?
yeah, what was it? What's her birthday?
December 13th, 1989.
Correct. Where was she born? I gave that away, I think.
Pennsylvania.
That's right.
I don't know.
By Wawa.
Bio missing.
Wyomissing.
Missing?
That's where she
Hard to
grew up.
pronounce.
Technically, she was born in West Reading, which is
Oh.
a big hospital next town over. What are her parents' names?
Andrea and Scott.
Yeah.
Andrea and Scott. Wow.
Oh, wait, are we
Kill me.
a team
No,
or are we against
we
each
No,
were
you're
other?
a
against
team.
each
You have to see
other.
who
I
wins.
knew.
Oh, what?
You're against each other.
Against each other.
I think her parents were like, she was almost kind of, if at least upper middle class, maybe rich, like where she grew up, and like, where did she spend her summers as a kid?
New Jersey.
Right, a town called Stone Harbor, which the average, it's a beach town, it's gorgeous, and she refers to it as magical. And I've been to Stone Harbor, great golf course, like brutally hard. I think
They have a museum there for her
but
Do they?
the average house is like 3 million, like
I
you know.
believe it.
in that area.
Yeah, where that Stone Harbor is. That's where we want to be right now. That's where we should have our remote
Yeah.
episode in
Let's
Stone
do it.
Harbor.
I'll be there.
I should have really gotten into character, guys.
Yeah, I should have.
How tall is Taylor Swift?
5'11".
There
My
is some
girl.
dispute. Like some take 5'10", 5'11" is
She's
acceptable.
tall.
She's tall. She's tall.
She could have been a supermodel.
She
I didn't when she first became. Well, she was really young when she first became famous. It's like I didn't really like notice that she was attractive right away. Like that came later, if you know what I mean. One day I just said, "Wow, she's hot."
I feel like she's also
One
like
day
not your
Tom Selle's on
One day
it.
after a few drinks, I was like,
like
Sheesh.
I don't know. She's not your tip. You don't like look at her and you're like, you're so sexy. Like I don't
She's
know.
also
She's not
gone
like
through a lot of different looks.
I
will
mean,
say.
this
She's
tour
very, very
though, she does the
thin.
chair
Yes.
dancing. Have you watched the Eras Tour movie? You guys should have
Oh.
watched that.
We should have
it
pulled
in
up that
I was
clip for
there
you.
on a Friday night at Cinebistro the first night.
You saw it?
Yes, and
Oh, good.
I started drinking at like 5 o'clock. The movie, we only got tickets for the 10 o'clock show.
Oh God.
I guess because the kids were
Like
home in
5
bed.
hours
So I
early?
got the late ticket. I was hammered like full down.
No.
Let me get you.
Did you watch the chair dance?
I really don't remember a lot of it.
I like the sound of it. Well, I'm all for it.
You could just Google it later.
Yeah, look it up later.
Now it's on
February.
Netflix. I can watch it again.
Just keep watching it.
Who taught Taylor to play guitar?
A computer repairman.
Yeah, that's correct. A
His
neighbor.
name.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody likes
I-
Google.
I talked about her early influences, Dolly, Shania. All right, now, you get a point for everyone. How many ex-boyfriends of Taylor can you name?
Calvin Harris, Maddie Healy, Tom
Harry
Holland.
Styles.
Oh, that's a
Joe
good one.
Jonas,
Drew.
Joe
I don't remember his
Alwyn.
last name. Taylor Lautner.
Lucas Till.
John Mayer.
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. Ew.
Hey,
Just saying.
isn't that the
shoot.
point?
Well, I want to know
is
how
what I
many
thought.
she actually slept with.
Oh,
she lost
you
her
think?
virgin. I know she lost.
You can say it.
She lost her virginity to Jake Gyllenhaal. The red scarf and All
That's
Too Well is about.
confirmed?
No,
that's about
but
her virginity.
she kind of confirmed it. The red scarf is her virgin. I left my old scarf. It's her virginity.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Harry
that was
Styles.
about Jake
I
Gyllenhaal.
Oh,
didn't
Harry
think of that.
Styles. Oh my God, he's my favorite ex.
Him and Taylor Lautner.
Joe Alwyn, they were together for like 7 years.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Joe.
We don't talk about Joe. He actually talked
Poor
about
guy.
her.
I mean, not poor guy,
With
but
Joe Jonas?
I cried.
Joe
I cried for a
Alwyn.
week
The guy
when
that
they
she was
broke
with for
up. Like
6.5
that was
years.
just traumatic for me.
that's so sad.
There's some little known ones like Connor Kennedy, grandson.
Oh,
of,
yeah.
Maybe.
very brief. She bought a house down the street and then sold it after they broke up.
That's
Oh.
awkward.
Bye.
And then,
What a world.
so, speaking of
She
houses,
can, so why not?
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston, Calvin Harris. You know, I was looking at it. 5 guys that she was involved with were English. Like she must have a thing for that.
Yeah, she
Loves
loves the
British.
British.
I guess they're like, polite. I'm not sure what the attraction
I think
is.
she really
The
likes
accent.
London too, to be honest.
She had a house in London. I think she sold that too after the relationship ended.
So
Makes
Long
sense.
London on the new album. Really
10
sad.
out of 10.
Really sad.
You mentioned John Mayer, I guess, right? That was kind of really
Dear John.
brutal song there.
Yeah, that one hits hard.
Can you name 5 houses that Taylor has?
The Holiday House, Rhode Island.
Oh, the
Which is-
actual names.
Well, or where they are.
Rhode Island,
There's L.A., Nashville, New York
New
City.
York. She has a couple in
She's
New York.
got 3.
though.
Yeah,
She had Cornelia Street.
it's Tribeca is a section of Lower Manhattan. I used to go there when I was a kid because just through the Holland Tunnel from Jersey. Stands for a triangle below Canal Street. That's Tribeca. And then she got a condo in the West Village, Nashville house. The one you mentioned, Rhode Island, that's like a historic
so
house. Like
pretty.
many,
Oh,
yeah.
like the Rockefeller family owned it at one time, and like a lot of wealthy people.
She has a song
Big
about
money.
it.
Yeah.
And she's done really well, like investing in these properties she's a great investor.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
was
where she
smart about
bought these
that.
houses. She used to have the 4th of July party there every
Oh, yeah, that's her party.
I haven't had that. I guess this year she'll be touring. There won't be any.
Yep. She'll be. I forgot where I just was looking at the tour dates because I'm gonna go to one of them.
So where is there any Florida ones left?
She does Miami the weekend of your wedding.
There's 3.
Damn.
She does 3 days in Miami.
Great gift, though.
You know what I was looking at might be a reasonable
I know what I'm
ticket
getting, you guys.
is New Orleans.
New Orleans.
For 3 days. I might take her.
Are you gonna
'cause
go?
Let's go.
I'll
I used
go.
to, live over there.
Wait, we should all go.
I mean, just require it as part of my job, and Trey can't. say no.
59 minutes, Southwest Airlines.
Yeah,
baby.
let's
there.
go.
You guys just let me know.
Barely have enough time to get that second drink on the plane.
But can we
Also,
talk about?
she bought the Goldwyn estate. If we all heard of MGM Movie Studios stands for Metro Goldwyn Mayer. So Sam Goldwyn was a co-founder of MGM, and he had this estate in Beverly Hills called the Goldwyn Estate. And then he died. His son lived there forever, and Taylor bought that. Again, she basically almost kind of like stole it at a very low price. So that's her L.A. house, the Goldwyn Estate, Beverly Hills.
So how many houses is that?
I think she has like 8.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, if you count New York as 3.
That's 3.
Even
There's
though
3
you
separate
could
properties,
probably
right?
walk to all of them from one to the other. And then Nashville, Rhode Island, and Beverly Hills. I think she sold the London house because she, I guess, split up with Joe.
She also bought her mom a house on the Marathon Key.
I think her parents
Somewhere.
had a condo in St. Pete.
The,
Like,
the
Russell-
dad
I've heard
lived
that,
in
yeah.
St. Pete. I don't know if he still does. I know something happened. But she just bought her mom a house on one of the keys. I think Marathon Key, is that a thing?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
key.
That's nice of her.
I think
At least she can do.
her father was like a really shrewd investor. Like I think maybe that's where she got it. Like he bought 3% of her first record label. Like put up his own money. Like no record company wanted her. Like they're what are you doing bringing us this little girl? And
He believed in her.
And so he bought 3% of the first record label. So I'm sure he did very well on that
Yeah.
investment.
So for sure.
And they still all work as a team. Like she always has at least one or both of them at the shows with her. They walk around and like pass people friendship bracelets and talk to like the fans. So
That's good.
they seem like good people.
So what about her beef with Kanye?
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Oh God, I can't, we need that's
Nah,
too
we're
much.
talking about it.
That's
We can't even get into
Who
that.
was it? Was it he shows up on the stage, tries to take it?
Okay,
MTV
that's
not
already
even
starting
it.
at the beginning.
Oh, that you want to go that far back? That's not even
I mean,
it.
do they still have
2017?
beef?
I saw heard something on
She's got it
Vine,
framed, I heard, in a poster.
So it's not just that he did that. He did that, and then they like made up, whatever. Then Future, when he like made that song famous, I made that bitch famous.
Yep.
He called her and asked her if he could like mention her in the song, and she was like, "Is it going to be me?" And he was like, "No." He like sang her part of it. I think she agreed.
I heard that
They
recording.
recorded
It's
it.
on, like,
Kim
Posted the
edited the original to make it seem like Taylor was like playing victim again.
Kim edited Kardashian?
Yes. And then she started calling her a snake. Then the whole internet turned on her. Then Taylor Swift disappeared for a really long time. She was
Really long time.
like literally no one saw her for a whole year. That's when she made Reputation and said, "I'm a snake. I'm gonna use that." And she made a great album out of it. But Then someone leaked the original and realized that Taylor was actually telling the truth.
Wow.
That she didn't give
Slippery
approval.
She didn't give approval
move
to what he actually said, and
Okay.
the fact that he used a fake naked body of her in her music.
Right,
in
he
his
didn't
music
tell
video.
her
He
that.
didn't tell her that.
That's part of the
Someone
Was her
agreement.
face on the body?
Yes.
It was a bunch of
Yeah.
celebrities in bed.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
I used to
Okay,
like
I remember
Kanye
that
back
now.
in the day.
He's lost
you know,
his mind.
But he's what he did. You know, like whatever he thinks should have won that award. Like you know, you don't do that.
Still
No.
wrong what he did.
And then,
he ruined her moment.
And
she was like
the anti-Semitic
19.
comments.
She
You
was
know,
very young.
Yeah, no, he's
I mean,
a little out
you know,
there.
but I used to like a lot. I mean, I love that he was an
His
Adidas
old
guy.
stuff.
I'm an Adidas guy, and his old stuff, and he liked Trump, and I'm a Trump guy. But you know, now he's just off the chain.
Oh my
man.
God! Have you seen his girlfriend? She literally doesn't. He doesn't let her wear clothes. She's like always
Yo,
naked.
man.
She's getting
Yeah.
plastic
She doesn't wear
surgery to
shoes.
look
Yeah,
like
Seen that.
him.
You're
Well, I
right.
can
She doesn't even wear shoes.
You're right.
Okay, yes, but she doesn't even wear shoes. He's got her walking around casinos with no shoes on. I'm like,
Yeah.
She's a Kim lookalike too. It's like she's obviously getting plastic
God.
surgery to
Right.
look
He's
like
looking- I
him
don't
for
know.
the sake of like this weird revenge that no one cares about.
Right.
I just love that he's still like he mentioned Taylor Swift again in a new song. I think something happened on his new album, and it's like I think you lost this one.
Yeah.
I think
No one
she's-
likes him anymore,
Yeah,
so.
like he lost a lot.
He lost.
Okay,
his
we're getting off
family.
track. I don't want to talk about him anymore.
You got it.
All right, now we need to touch on Taylor Swift's cats. How many does she have?
3.
And can you name her cats?
Benjamin Button,
Meredith, and Olivia.
Meredith, we need more specific.
Meredith Grey,
Correct.
Olivia Benson.
Benjamin
Do
Button.
you guys know what those names mean? I'm sure you know Benjamin Button. There was a movie with Brad
Yeah.
Pitt.
Yeah.
Meredith Grey
Grey's
from Grey's
Grey's
Anatomy,
Anatomy,
which was
and-
her like favorite, and Olivia Benson SUV.
Yeah.
Yep, SUV. I like Olivia Benson, and I like Meredith Grey too.
Me too. I loved Grey's Anatomy, except it kind of made me sad, so then I had to stop watching.
Yeah, so I'm watching it.
Too many seasons.
It's also just nice to know
many
that
people
Taylor's
dying.
also watching the things
I
that we
know.
watch. I love
I
to think
know.
about that with her cats.
Her cats are
Like,
cute.
yes.
I'm not a big cat person.
I hate
but
cats.
They're cute. Okay,
Let 'em
Morgan.
go.
Just a little
When I was a
backpack cat.
kid, my parents wouldn't let. I wanted a dog. Like I have a brother and a sister. That my parents wouldn't let us have a dog, but they would allow cats.
Oh.
And so we had cats, and I'll tell you a real funny story. We had this one cat.
Don Corleone.
I named the cat Dido. Which do you guys remember? Dido was a British singer, very attractive blonde. White Flag. Google it.
Another
I'll look it up.
YouTube song. So you remember Dido? And so anyway, I named the cat Dido. It wasn't even my cat because I didn't want a cat. But so one day, my parents are vacationing in Florida. My brother and sister are at the beach. I'm home alone, and I'm working. I was like a server at a restaurant, and I stop at KFC and buy a bucket because I can eat. And Morgan knows that.
I do.
And so I go in, and it's pouring rain, and I'm sitting down watching a baseball game, Yankee game. It's like Saturday night, like 11 o'clock, and the cat wants the chicken. And the cat's coming up trying to get chicken. I'm shooing it away, not hitting it. The cat comes. The cat won't stop. The cat scratches me.
Oh God.
I'm like, I'll fix you. So I
fix
pick
you.
the cat up, open the front door,
No.
throw the cat across the street. But it was raining so hard,
Killed
the cat was fine, like because it splattered on the wet grass.
Jump off roofs.
And now I'm like, oh, what did I do? Oh my God. I run out across the street, pick the cat up, bring him back in the house, give him all the chicken he wants.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Oh.
don't fuck with Tom's chicken. I'll toss you out the door.
But don't mess with my chicken.
Oh my God.
I like the Colonel. Shout out to the Colonel if you want to advertise on the TomCast.
Oh my God.
Get the buckets out.
But I got to really like the cats. Like, it's my point of that whole story. Like, in the beginning, like, I love the cat.
Don't come after us,
You
Peter.
bonded
We
over that
love
chicken.
cats.
I guess,
Cats are lovely.
That's a good.
We don't throw any animals.
No.
No.
No, I don't condone any animal cruelty. I owned a lot of horses. I did ultimately. I did race horses. I
I didn't know you owned the
Yeah,
racehorses.
I
I
did.
knew you like to go like. gamble
owned
on
several
racehorses.
world champion racehorses back in another life, and I owned a dog, Juno. I named him after the capital of Alaska because he was American Eskimo was a breed. Get it? And that's going to be my movie. My next movie is Klondike Dog. It's about. Well, we'll talk about that in another episode. That's going to be my second movie after my Selena movie.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, you see the Time magazine cover with her and her cat.
I have all three.
Time
I
Woman of
purchased
the Person of the Year. You have that?
perfect.
I
You guys have
purchased.
that?
Yes, I have it.
Is it framed?
them. Not yet.
It's not framed.
It
yet.
will.
You need to put it in
No.
plastic
Yeah,
so
I
it
need
will
like
never-
a shadow box
Yes.
with all my Taylor stuff.
I'll frame them if Ryan lets me. Hang them up.
Hang them up.
All right, so now to conclude, we need our predictions for the future.
Yep.
The first one, will Taylor and Travis get married?
Yes.
I think so.
A definitive yes, no hesitation?
Wow.
No hesitation.
No, maybe?
I
There's
think-
already
I
rumors out
think
there, not,
People thought it was like PR, and honestly, like maybe it was, but she's finally dating someone who like likes the fame and likes the attention and can handle it, and he has his own thing that he's good at. Not saying that her exes weren't talented, but it's a different industry.
Yeah,
Sports,
makes sense.
entertainment. He can handle it. He doesn't mind like having to deal with that, and like that was a big thing. I feel like for a lot of her exes was all the attention they couldn't. Well, her most recent ex, I should say.
Right.
And I don't know, I've just never, I know it's weird because like I don't know her, so this is very parasocial, but like seeing videos of them, like I've never seen her look like that, even like out with her friends.
Who put them together?
He went on his podcast because he went to the show with Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
They all went at
was
Chiefs
trying to
Stadium.
give her a friendship
He wanted
bracelet,
to give
but
her a
he
friendship
couldn't.
bracelet.
One of the backup dancers, Cam,
Yes.
his brother is on the Eagles.
Yeah, but he wasn't he on the Chiefs?
It was either the Eagles or the
Yeah.
Chiefs. And so I think they
That
had kind
helped.
of connected and helped with that
Who's
as
the
well.
girl who does the football drill on Fox, tall blonde, Erin Andrews?
Yeah.
Supposedly she claims credit for that.
She-
A lot of people are claiming credit for it
She
now.
talked about it before it happened, which, okay, yes.
I think I
I
think
like
they're a
Erin
great
Andrews.
match.
Shout out to
Good
Erin
luck to
Andrews.
them.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully have a
They've
good
definitely
life.
been together longer than we think. Because when she went to that first
are we
game,
at a
everyone
year
was
mark?
like,
I think
"That's
July
their first
will be a
date."
year.
Like,
So
no,
we're
it's
basically
not.
we're almost at a year.
We're almost at a year.
Yeah.
Well, the Chiefs are guaranteed a third Super Bowl consecutively
Here we
because
go.
that's what they want in the National
She
Football
should do
League.
the halftime performance.
I don't think she would have.
Why?
She's declined it several times.
It's her.
But
it's too
now,
much.
what if he is in the Super Bowl again this year? Don't you think that would be?
I don't think
awesome?
she wants to take it away. Like take away.
But she already is there, taken away, and they have a little
I think
Taylor
there's
cam
not
up there.
money
So
in
They
they
it.
need to
just-
stop doing that.
Yeah, they're
I
not.
mean,
It's a little much.
She has
They're
nothing
making
to
it
prove.
said that.
They're
Yeah.
making money though.
I know.
This is all about money.
She's like, I'm not asking them to put me up there.
Right.
Right. I think he kind of likes it.
Yeah,
She's
He
great
likes
for
it.
like a
ratings,
woman
man.
that's
She's
supporting
great for
him. Yeah, he
ratings. What
loves
can you
it.
say?
I definitely watch more football now.
Absolutely. Little
Well,
girls are
they're
watching with their
getting-
dads
Yeah.
that weren't.
I think that's amazing.
It is
Like
amazing.
that's so cute.
It is amazing.
Yes.
I'm not a hater. I'm
Someone did a
sorry.
Super Bowl commercial with that, like the
Oh my
dad
God, I
and daughter.
cried.
I forget which
That
brand
made
it
me cry.
was, but yeah, so cute.
Yeah.
Some of these old time football fans, shot in the beer guys, are like, well, we don't need to see. Of course, I've been watching Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders since I was a little kid. I love it when they would zoom to the
Yeah,
cheerleaders.
I bet.
So, I mean, I don't get it. Like,
It's not like that long either. It's
You
like
also-
a quick shot of her
You
chugging
go
a beer.
to
They
an
do it with all
NBA
celebrities.
game.
Yeah.
You go to an NBA game and they're always showing the celebrities
Yeah.
on the court. So it's like,
It's
why?
just because it's her and it's him and
I don't have a
Chiefs.
problem with it at all. And but I was reading that the NFL is no pun intended tailoring their schedule
Yeah,
Taylor and-
because her
to
tour.
her, like, so that she'll be able to go to more games.
Yeah.
Like, well, Taylor's going to be in Mexico that week. We're not going to have
Ratings.
or whatever.
That's all it's about.
They want to tailor the game so that she'll be able to go to as many as possible. I mean, you really, if I were her lawyer, shout out if Taylor, you need other lawyers. I'd be negotiating. Hey, bro,
Yeah.
how
How about an appearance fee?
Taylor showing up, you got to pay.
Yeah, but I don't think.
She's not like that.
I don't think
No,
she would do
she
that.
doesn't
no.
want to get paid to go watch her boyfriend
No.
play football.
I think she's
That's
just
no
excited she
way.
gets to like go do something like that. Like when was the last time you saw her at a sporting event?
And there's fun.
You
She
have
probably
it,
brings
you
all her
know?
friends.
And
Yeah,
she brings
she
her
brings her
friends.
squad.
She drinks. She
Yeah.
loves that.
And
Yeah.
she's really into it, like high-fiving when they score
Yes.
and stuff.
Well, you
No,
know
it's
she
genuine.
was an
It's
Eagles
genuine.
fan. I think that's
Well,
hilarious.
that's right.
Yes.
Less than an hour from where she grew up is
Yeah.
Philly.
And Jason Kelce always makes comments that like Travis took the dad and made him a Chiefs fan.
Right.
And took
She
the whole
has a
family.
song where she says something about an Eagles T-shirt
Yeah.
on the door, hanging on the door. So she's always been a fan. It's just more fun now.
Yeah.
So we all are in agreement that Taylor and Travis will get married.
They are endgame.
I think
If
so,
do
for
say
sure.
So myself.
Will they have kids?
Yes.
How many?
Oh.
Ooh.
A lot.
I'm gonna go 3.
Yeah, there were 3 in her music video, and she likes to give us Easter eggs.
The only thing I wonder with that is, like, is that going to interfere with her career? Like, she's all about the career.
Beyonce performed when pregnant.
I think.
You know, like you can do that.
I don't think so. I think after this tour, I mean, she's definitely going to take a little bit of a break. I don't think she's going to stop making music, though. Even if she's, like, not going to tour, she can make an album still, and we'll all still listen to it and wait,
Right.
Yeah.
you know?
I agree with that.
Well, the Rolling Stones are on tour right now, and the lead singer, Mick Jagger, is 80. Keith Richards, the lead guitarist, is 80. the question is, how long will Taylor keep going? Will she be around when she's like touring when she's 60?
I don't think she'll be touring. I think she'll stay in the music industry for a while, and then like I hope she does like a tell-all of her whole
And
everything.
then just kind of stops.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
But I don't know. She writes songs about like the Lucky One is about like being famous and then like leaving the
I could see
spotlight.
her just raising
so,
our kids. Like,
Yeah,
didn't Dave
that's good.
Chappelle do that? Like,
Sure.
he turned a huge opportunity down, took like time to raise his kids for like 20 years, and then came back later.
I could see her doing something
She's
like
also just so competitive that she wants every album to be successful and she wants
Yes.
every album to win a Grammy. And like at the end of the day, you cannot keep doing that forever.
that. Yeah.
Stressful.
Well, you guys would have never heard of him, Drew, maybe, but there was a great, he's still around, he does tour. John Fogerty was the leader of a group in the 60s and 70s, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Famers. And they killed it for like a few years, like Taylor, like, I mean, hit after hit. And then it slowed down, and he said once I saw an interview with him, he goes, you just kind of run out of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, can you keep coming up with new ideas? Like,
Right.
because I got lots of movie ideas left.
I think too, like her fans, and even like the new fans that she's gotten over the last year, her fans are so invested in her. Like if she wrote an album about her kids and like all that, I would listen to it and I'd be excited about it. You know.
Well, that's it. She's going to have new experiences to write about.
Yeah.
Right. And we're all growing up with her.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
a
all
big
just
thing,
gonna
too.
Continue.
Like her albums can take me, like I can remember like my high school things. It's like nostalgic when I listen to Fearless, you know, I don't know. And now my sister's listening to it while she's in high school, which I think is cute. Yeah.
But I remember when I was in college and I saw the Rolling Stones and we're like, this could be our last chance. You know, like they're going to retire and they're still around. You know, I mean, it's like,
I know, that's how
so
I
you
feel
don't-
right
you don't
now about
know.
her.
About the
We're like, is
Couldn't
this
she
it?
You might be
conceivably?
coming 30 years from now and seeing her.
Couldn't she conceivably, after this Eras tour, step aside, take a break, enjoy life? Don't call it a comeback. She comes back. I mean, the
Yeah.
world is at her oyster. She's got all these potential
for
things
sure.
that she could do. Like I said, made for TV move. Who knows, man? I mean,
Yeah.
So,
she's young, right? How old is she? Anyway,
34?
34. We already covered that. You're okay with the
I'm
program.
sorry, man.
That was
34
question
years old.
one.
Oh, it's just,
I don't think she'll ever give up
She don't
music,
look
though.
34.
she doesn't.
No.
She doesn't look
She looks
34.
young.
It's above Tom's age range. She's too old for Tom.
Okay, Tom, how many more questions?
We
Well, I'm just
gotta-
going to wrap it up. Like, so what we have taken away from this is Taylor and Travis are going to get married, have kids. We're going to go to Stone Harbor, New Jersey for a remote episode.
Yes,
Even though
let's
she won't
go.
be there, maybe we'll go to the places. She used to
She
play
could
a
be-
coffee
yeah.
house and they have a
Yes.
museum. Yeah, that is such a cool place. Like, I grew up in the Jersey Shore. Like, people think of that show, and there's so many beautiful places in the summer. It's just a wonderful place to go. We all got to go there and hang out. And then I think maybe New Orleans in October is a beautiful time of year there. If you've never been to New Orleans, there's no other city like it. Like, it's maybe not for everybody, but the bars don't close. I'm just saying.
I'll be there.
I like that. I've never heard of that. Bars that don't close. I'm like, I've been there, and they have 3 for 1. I remember the first time I went to a bar in New Orleans, the sign out front says 3 for 1. I'm thinking, this is a scam. What are they going to give me, like homemade? And I go in, I'm like, 3 for 1. She goes, what do you drink? I said, Tito's. And she opens a bottle of it and pours 3 solo cups. Says, that'll be $8. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh my God. I don't know if it's a good
Won't
idea
even
for us
make
to
it
all
all
go
night.
there.
The food is like no other place. I mean, there's so many different types of food there. So you have food, you have entertainment.
Taylor Swift.
You have Taylor
Right.
Swift at
Yeah.
Museum.
the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
Yes.
So that's the place to go. Well, I had a great time today. I want to thank you
guys did great,
I want to
man.
thank our special
I learned
guest panel
so
of
much.
experts for coming by. You will be. We'll have to see what's in the TomCast wardrobe budget.
If you need a part 2, just
think
let us
I
Yeah,
know.
just let us know. There's more to cover.
A lot of the good stuff was already glommed up by prior guests, but we might have some more in there as we sign up. Wawa and who else? What's the name of? Where do we have lunch today, Morgan?
Tsunami Sushi,
Where are they
downtown
located?
Sarasota, on 2nd Street.
That was really good. I had the filet mignon lunch special. I heartily endorsed it. Well, I had a great time today, and we will do this again. Taylor Swift, as more events take place, like God forbid if Travis and her break up, we'll have a whole episode on that.
my God.
But that won't happen, so don't worry.
Maybe she'll
I'll just
come
be
on the
in
podcast. I call it the
I'll just be in tears. I won't be able to speak.
Maybe
I got to make sure I wear this out to the
Yeah.
bar. You know, maybe some women will be like,
If you need me to make one with your number on it, I will. Let me know what color.
Well, thank you.
Which
We had so much
number?
fun.
Oh,
That was a good
Which
time.
I'm going to go there.
It's my favorite topic to talk about.
Yeah, no, you
You
guys
guys
really-
were great, and it's just been a pleasure to have you with us. And we'll have to, you know, I'll have to get something out of the wardrobe closet for you both.
Thank you.
Tominator shirts. You know?
Yes.
That too.
I pay people to wear them.
How much?
Oh my God.
Really good time, and we really we're rooting for Taylor Swift. Like, she just seems, like I said, such a nice person. And there's some people that are famous and you love they're talented and you like their whatever, whether they're actors or musicians, but you kind of know they're jerks and you like them anyway, maybe. But she's just, you could tell she's a good person, and we're rooting for her.
Yes.
Always.
All right,
Welcome to
Drew?
Swiftie.
Get out of
Yes.
here. I got to think of a trailer for next week. Well,
Coming up next
I
week.
use like a teaser, coming attractions. We're going to be talking about, we'll see what happens with Justin Timberlake if he does hire me to get him off. No, that didn't sound right.
Oh, damn, are you telling us
Stage
something?
left. And
It
that'll
is
be
Pride Month.
Get out, everybody!
That didn't come out right.
No, it didn't.
He's a good looking guy. I mean,
Oh,
no,
goes both ways.
he's married.
You're not making it easy on our producer, Tom.
But I mean, that would make me, you know, it's like, this is the guy who got Justin Timberlake off with DUI. All right.
else
So
is
we'll talk about that next week. And the NHL Stanley Cup Finals, we'll talk about that next week. And I will have some legal stuff to get back to, you know,
Yeah.
that I can help my clients with, you know, their legal issues. So we'll
right.
see you next week.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.